Cousin Internet, it's me, Cousin Todd, with Mama's Comedy Show. And with me is Cousin Ali.
Hey!
And Cousin James. No, James?
Yes?
You sound more feminine tonight.
Well, I took my pills tonight.
Are you trying to steal people's cookies too?
It's for cookie. That's good enough for me.
How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah?
I'm good. The books are selling, and
Nice.
that's good. The
Nice.
new one is coming along that I'm working on.
Excellent.
My editor just made her first pass with Parker and Jesus Save the World.
And what did she think?
Oh, no, she loves it. She's
Yeah?
like, the minute she, because I sent it to her a while ago.
Uh-huh.
And I was working on a different thing, and she texted me, like, I don't care what you're working on. Like, work on the sequel to this. And the funny thing is, and I had a conversation with her today, because the book deals with Jesus as a fictional character and it's a comedy, I know that there are going to be people who are like, fuck this, I'm not even coming close to it. And she's like, it's my favorite thing because it's really funny. And
Right.
I said, honestly, like, it's my favorite too. Just because the humor is more my style.
Yes.
And she was like, I think you'd be surprised. Like, you have to give people a chance. And I was like, no, I'm going to get a fucking bomb in my
Yep.
car or.
Wait until I move out. Till that happens. I don't want pipe bombs at the house.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, they already think you're a Muslim.
Oh, yeah?
I'm sorry, Muslim.
Muslim.
But anyway, so yeah,
Anywho.
that's what's going on with me.
Nice.
What's new in your life? Because you haven't been on the podcast in a while.
In a while. I think the last time I was here, I had a girlfriend.
Yep.
And I no longer have a girlfriend.
All right.
As painful as that is to say.
All right, well, put your
No, I'm
penis.
happy. I'm happy. I'm glad, you know.
Those are happy tears.
Those are happy tears.
Coming out of your penis.
Yeah, you know, it's only been 7 years. It's fine. You know, it's all good. I'm not bitter or anything. You know, it's nice.
No?
It's only been a month and a half.
You're squeezing my hand really hard, Ali.
Well, it's painful. Yeah, so I am now single.
And you haven't been on any dates since.
No. No, I have not.
But are you trying to get back into the scene?
I am and I'm not. Like I tried the whole, you know, I signed up for the online dating apps, which are fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
They're so bad.
Yeah, but you know what? There is it's like video game fishing. You know, it's like when you see someone playing video game fishing for a while and you're like, God, that's got to be the most boring game in the world. You're just throwing a line in the water and waiting, and it's just a game. And then you get onto like Tinder or Bumble and you're like, oh, yeah, all right, I'm throwing my line in the water here.
Yeah. It's the reason I started as a buddy of mine, as both of us were drunk, and he's like, you should go on. You should just do it. But don't go to, like, date. Just go to browse. You know, just get your ego up, like, look around. Just kind of window shopping.
Yeah, you
shopping.
take a big chance, though. If you're like a friend of ours was the same, where he was like, I'm just going to, you know, kind of build up my ego. And when no one swipes back on
sucks.
him. Yeah.
It really sucks. I'm like, all right, I got no swipes here. I got no swipes over here. I'm destined to be alone forever.
Hey, you might die in a week.
That's true.
It's not long.
Yeah.
But it's always that grass is always greener.
Yeah.
I was talking to my girlfriend today, who's a brown.
Thanks for that.
She's a brown one. And I said something. I don't remember what got us into this conversation.
Right.
But I said something about. She said, "Oh, those white girls be crazy."
Oh, that's right.
And I was like, "Yeah, my girlfriend's Indian." And I was like,
Okay,
yeah.
let me get you in the. Don't white girls be crazy?
She was just fired from The Simpsons. So she said something about that, and I was like, yeah. And she was like, well, yeah, you know you love those white girls, you know, being sarcastic. And I said, well, you know, I mean, every time I'm with a white girl, I'm like, God, white girls, like, what is the problem with them? And then when I'm dating a brown girl, I'm like, yeah, white girls aren't so bad. And she was like, that doesn't make any sense. And I said, it's like this. If you eat Cheerios every day and you have no knowledge of any other cereal, you think these Cheerios are pretty all right. But then when you switch to Curryos, She didn't. I said that to her today, and then I ran into the living room to tell Ali because I was so happy with it.
Yeah, she was not happy.
Yeah, she's like, it's not that funny.
It is not funny at all. I don't like it the way you make fun of my people.
So what is your Tinder profile?
Well, the one I'm like Tinder, I'm fucking giving up on. But let's look here.
You're just throwing the whole rod in the water.
Yeah, I'm just throwing it all in. The one I get my most play on is like OkCupid. Actually, I've got 3 likes, but I haven't liked them, so I can't see it, and I'm not paying fucking money for it yet.
Dude, just like everyone, and then when you match, you can cast judgment.
No, I can't do that. I can't do that.
Just because, sorry, my daughter grabbed the phone and was swiping on people.
Yeah, it's a basic profile.
What are your pictures?
Straight man, single, 6'2", ripped like Jesus. Yeah, I don't like lying on my profile.
Yeah.
So,
I made my profile picture. I went into Photoshop and I didn't adjust me, but I put like a giant text in the background that just very generic. This is my Tinder picture. And then I did the exact same picture on Bumble, but I was like, this is my Bumble picture. And I assume they read it like that.
It's just my Facebook profile picture. It's me and my daughter. I'm like, okay, that's it. It's a good picture.
Yeah, I think like I'm torn on the putting your kid in the picture thing, because one, you're saying, hey, this is what this is who I am. And that's where it's like, okay, that's honest. And when I was like swiping for myself, I would see girls with pictures of like her with a kid, and I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, like I could be into dating someone that has children. It sounded so weird to go, I could be into this. A mom and her kid, yeah,
I can do that.
But there's also, it's a weird social media setting where it's like strangers are looking at pictures of your kid.
I get that too, but like where I find it bad, and I feel like I'm going to hell for it, and I'm a bad person, is when I look at and see a woman with her kid, stuff like that. I'm judging their kid. I'm looking at that going, ugh, I don't want to play with that piece of shit. I don't want to help raise that. That's a lost cause.
Yeah, that kid's already setting fires.
Oh, yeah. No, thank you.
You find out where she lives. You go to the neighborhood. You scout for stray animals. If there are no stray animals, get away from that. That kid's a psycho.
You have Damon as your child. Yeah, I was like, I found myself doing that. I'm like, oh, no, I pass on that kid.
Yeah, I said this. I'm famous for saying this. I said, I don't care if you have kids at all, just so long as you're not beat up down there.
Yeah.
That was in my profile.
Yeah. You don't want to look like it's a dozen bottle rockets have gone off in your vagina. You want it fairly nice.
Yeah.
Here's the problem with
you don't want it to slow you down when you're running.
Yeah, no.
Like a chute behind you being deployed.
You don't want to put a magic feather in there and you can fly. Like, you don't want...
I think it's the grossest visual.
You ever seen a horse eating hay? Here's the reason I'm not digging the online apps, and I probably will not date anyone from an online app, because I'm not a...
Oh, don't destroy the hope of anyone who could be listening.
No. What I'm saying is, like, because I don't work that way. I know who I am.
Yep.
I know that I don't have a look and a body that goes, that's the guy I want to fuck if I see in a bar. I'm the guy that you hang out with and go, he's funny. Aw, he's got a big heart.
Yeah.
Aw. And then I slowly creep in like a fungus and a weed, and then 6 months later, you're pregnant. And you don't even know how that fucking happened.
Right.
That's how I grow like a weed. I'm in there.
Is there a... am I wrong? Is Plenty of Fish a Christian
I don't think so.
thing?
I don't think it is.
John, do you know if Plenty of Fish is a Christian dating site?
I saw his profile. It looks good.
Yeah. John, your profile looks great. Congratulations.
Yeah. That's a divorce joke. We've been trying to get him divorced since he got married.
Did we put a spread on this, didn't we?
Yeah, I had, 3 months tops?
Yeah. I said until they died, which I thought was only going to be a couple years. I thought there was going to be an accident of some sort.
Speaking of John, we have a new promo that we're going to be doing with John. We're going to build a wall.
Yes. Well, let's preface this by saying, I was saying, I want to do more to get people into our theater to see the show, like advertisement. And Ali mentioned it to John, and John was all gung-ho.
He was ready to go. We said, we're going to build a wall. And then he said something racist, like, as long as you pay for it.
Yeah.
Okay. And then he said it again, because apparently the first time wasn't funny enough. He thought if he said it again, it'd be funnier. It wasn't.
You say it 3 times, it becomes truth based
yes.
on our new media cycle.
But we build the wall. We put how many holes? 17
holes in the wall.
Dick-size holes.
Yeah.
And then you pay $250. Guys, come in.
Yeah.
$250.
Come in.
Let's see what I say. And you get to put your dick in that hole. Now.
Yeah, you have a 1 in 17 shot of getting John's fresh butthole.
Little strawberry dew-kiss of a butthole.
It's a perfect ruby starfruit.
Yes, it is. It's a sun kiss.
He's modeling it right now.
Yeah, it looks like a Hershey's Kiss slightly melted.
You could eat ice cream out of it.
Yes, and who hasn't, really? Just don't do it on that, like when he's had a roughage month, because then it looks like a waffle cone with ice cream.
We'll make sure he's clean for the contest.
But you do $250, you stick your dick in, you lube up first, and then you just jam your dick in the hole quickly.
There might be nothing in there, or there might be the best thing you've ever experienced. Yeah.
You might get the little John. And then Todd thought it would be better if we made it a plexiglass wall.
That was when he said, you pay for the wall again. And I was like, yeah, Ali's now going to make it a plexiglass wall. So you're just getting fucked hard all night.
Mira, señor, he's right there in hole number 7.
Are you implying that Mexicans are gay?
Mexicans will fuck anything.
Oh, all right.
That's how
we get
around.
Well, then what are you dealing with these apps for when you could just walk outside, find a turtle trying to cross the street?
Crazy. Hispanic women are crazy.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
You get a call from a telemarketer. Who the fuck was that? It was just a telemarketer. Why'd she say hi like that? Because she said hi. Well, you said hi. Do you want to fuck her? No, I don't want to. Whatever. I'm going to my mom's.
It's that State Farm commercial. Well, she sounds hideous.
She sounds hideous. Yeah.
What was that guy's name from State Farm?
Jake from State Farm.
Jake from State Farm. She sounds hideous.
She's a guy.
So, like, I think we've talked about this before. I have not been in a relationship with a Hispanic girl, but I have been with a Hispanic girl. And then we were talking about, well, what races have you is there anything on your sex race bingo that you have not blacked out?
I'm trying to think. I've done Asian.
Yep.
I obviously did white.
Yep.
Italian.
Yep.
I'm trying to think. Puerto Rican.
Yep.
Mexican.
Yep.
Cuban.
Yep.
That's pretty much it. That's all I've done. I'm trying to think back. Now, not like any like even hooking up.
Yeah, just hooking
up.
I'm not
talking not even dating. Okay. No, I've had some uber white, like Swedish and German, like angry white pussy.
Yeah.
Like,
the ones that control everything.
Yes. I've had Native American.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't think I have. Well, I mean, every girl that has any amount of color to her skin says she's one something Cherokee. I am 1/32 Cherokee.
No, I had almost a full-blooded Native American girl, and I felt bad because I did give her syphilis. And I was like, oh, shit, here
Wasn't
we go
on a
again.
blanket?
No, just felt bad.
I left a trail of tears of my own.
But yeah, I've never dated a black girl.
Yeah,
I've wanted to. I tried.
So do
a couple
I.
times.
Like
a couple times. There were a couple girls in high school that I wanted to, and in college.
I dated like in junior high. Held hands and stuff like that. A black girl, and but like when I reached like my sexual maturity to where you could go out and hook up and stuff, like I feel like on every dating app, I was like every time I would start talking to one, I'm like, this could be it.
This could be the one.
And
No.
I feel like you'd get a call, like an excited call at 3 a.m. Goes, Ali, center square, check.
Boom.
I mean, but here's the other thing. In the dating world, I was just talking to someone about this the other day. The one thing that I am adamant about is if you are just going to be fucking around, and I was never I was on those dating apps. I was always looking for a girlfriend. Like that was
right.
I would never used it for hookups. But in general, if you're out because you're single now, definitely don't. My advice: don't jump into a relationship right away. Give yourself time.
Yeah.
When I was in your shoes, when I went through my breakup, I was like, okay, we were together for a year. Let me give myself 6 months to kind of make sure I'm over it and in a good place. But you get into these situations because you'll find a girl who's like, oh yeah, let's just screw around, or let's just be, friends with benefits sort of thing. I am always very hesitant to do that because you'll lay ground rules and you'll say, listen,
right.
My speech was almost a memorized monologue where I was like, hey, I just got out of a relationship. I'm not against a future relationship, but right now I'm not in the mind space, and I don't trust my own decision-making skills at this point. So I don't want to promise anything that I can't deliver. And then when they're like, oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. Look, that's the first lie that they tell you because they're not fine with that. And I'm speaking in generalities. Right now some girl is losing her mind because she's like, I fuck tons of guys and don't give a shit. And I'm not saying that, but I'm saying the girls who have told me when I'm like, I'm not ready to date, and they're like, well, let's just hang out. And that's the other thing is I was never a person that was just like, I'm not going to bounce from person to person. Like I'm not going to like bang one girl and then move right on to the other. Like, the girls that I brought home.
Yes.
When I wasn't in relationships, I was just with those girls.
For the night, yes.
Yeah. Every day is a new dawn. But I was always honest with them. Like if I was not feeling it, or if I said, you know what, I did that to a girl, that.
Yeah.
I said, hey, I'm ready to kind of spread my wings and fly, find a new relationship, and I don't think I was fair to her because of the nature of our relationship.
Right.
I wouldn't be able to take her out, in public, because she had that hump, and
also she was 13.
Yeah. Well, I have to bleep that out.
No, here's the problem with me. Like I've never been like the quote unquote whore. I had one whore phase during swing dancing. I had maybe a solid 3 to 4 months where I hooked up.
Your prime.
Yeah, I mean, it really was. It was like, but I was normally.
Yeah, that fedora, that pinstripe suit.
Dude, you get dressed up. Swing dancing was the shit because all you had to do was be decent looking and could dance. And if that's all, and I could dance and I was decent looking.
Yeah.
That's it. I used to have guys that would ask me to dance with their girlfriends or their dates because they didn't know how to dance.
Cucks.
No shit. And I'm like, and I would actually tell them, I was like, look, why don't we go upstairs to the second level of Atlantic Dance? And I go, let me show you the basic step, and then you can take your girl out to dance.
And then you fuck those guys upstairs.
Yes. But then I'd go down, and he's like, no, she wants to dance. She doesn't want to.
Yeah.
And I go, okay, if it's up to you. So then I dance with her, and then I go, so what are you doing with a guy who can't dance? Like, that's what the fuck are you doing?
You just totally cut the guy's dick off.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You just...
Dude, I hooked up so much swing dancing, man. Like, it came on a platter. It was great. But I'm normally a relationship guy. I'm a guy that, becomes friends, and then, friendship becomes more, and then it becomes a relationship. That's usually what I am. So that's why I'm like, I don't know that these online dating things are ever going to work because I have to be a friend. And that's what's bothering me right now is, like, I'm newly single. And I work from home.
Right.
So the only person I see is you, fucktard.
I know.
And I'm
I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been walking around extra slutty.
But, like, I don't get to hang out with people. I don't get to meet new people. I don't get to become friends with people because that's, again, I'm a weed. I grow in. They were like, oh, he's kind of funny. I like that guy. Yeah. That's how I
what you do is you hang out at a bar and you look for, like, a hip group of people and then just kind of work your way into the conversation.
Yeah, I was just saying the same thing to my buddy.
Get out of here, weirdo.
What? I talked to you guys last night. Remember? You guys were hammered.
Try to get some fries off of their table before they throw you out.
So anyway, long and short, if anybody's listening, I will take a blowjob. Like, I'm just, if you want to throw one out there, I'll catch it.
What we'll do is we'll build a wall. We'll put 17 holes in it. One hole will have John's butthole. The other will have your mouth.
Whoa! I'm receiving the blow. I'm not.
Oh, you didn't specify.
Son of a bitch.
The thing that I think is good about those dating sites is I had so many coffee dates.
Yeah.
So many, and I think we talked about this, Ed. I think Ed talked about this on the podcast. I'm not speaking out of school, but he called me one day and was like, hey, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm stuck with this girl. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Oh, yes.
He met her for the first time and she was picking him up and taking him out of town.
Oh, no.
For like a wine tasting.
No.
And he's like, she drove. I'm stuck here.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
So like coffee dates are the best because one, there has to be a chemistry, and I don't just mean physically. You have to have a connection with this person. And every girl that I have dated, we met for coffee first. And with the exception of my girlfriend, I met her at a bar because I didn't realize she's a raging alcoholic. And I don't drink. So, but no, you go get coffee. You can talk for a couple hours. Just sit in there and you talk and you find out if you have that pattern with that person, if you're really getting along. And then it's hey, you know what? Let's go out and get some food or something.
Let's go play some putt-putt. Let's go do something fun. Yeah.
Dude, I met a girl
on a Monday?
Yeah, no. I'm trying to phrase I met a girl while I was with some friends.
Okay.
And we did this little thing, like she had an Apple Watch, and I was like, oh, hey, Apple Watch, clink. And we clinked them together like something magic. And when we walked away, everyone was like, dude, that was smooth. And I was like, what are you talking about? They're like, you just got her number, didn't you? And I was like, no, that's not how a watch works. Don't just tap. But she found me, and we started like just talking online. And this is why like the coffee thing is so important because she was like pretty, very pretty, and she was like, "You want to go out?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. Like, do you want to do like maybe dinner and putt putt?" Like that was my thought. Right here up the street at Universal, we'll do the little Italian restaurant and then do putt putt. I want to say we scheduled it for like 2 days later. So it was really quick. No time to really kind of chat between. Day of, I'm texting her, and she says something that makes her seem young. And I was like, oh, haha, LOL. Well, how old are you?
Oh, shit.
And then she said, I'll be 21 in 2 weeks. I was like, you're 20. so that was like at that point, I couldn't like pull out and go, well, sorry, I'm not.
No, you have to pull out with those. They're fertile. They're fucking fertile.
But no, we had dinner and played around a putt-putt.
Did you give her like a high chair? Did you?
Yeah, no.
Nice.
I just got out. I was like, all right, well, thanks a lot. Here's a quick little hug. I'll turn my hip to the side so there's no pelvis on pelvis action, and I'm out.
I had a buddy of mine, and I won't mention names, and I'll make up names for this, but I had a buddy of mine who had gone through a pretty bad breakup, and he's my age.
Yep.
26. And
6'4"?
Yes.
As well?
Yes.
He was on your basketball team.
Yes, yeah. And he started dating this 22-year-old girl. So, and it was like, dude, what are you doing? Like, you fuck her. You don't date her. Come on. And he's like, oh, it was really good for him. So I was out at a bar with a buddy of mine, and he was there.
Do I know this person?
Yes.
Okay.
No. You know of this person.
Okay.
You don't really know this person. So he was there with his 22-year-old date, and I looked at our mutual friend, and I go, man, his daughter's getting old, isn't she? She's getting big. Look at her. And he was like, oh my God.
I can't really laugh.
Yeah, I know.
Someone said something while Renette and I were out about me dating younger girls. And then when I can't stress this enough, my girlfriend is the least crazy. So
really
far.
Cool.
So far, the least crazy. Like I, still could put a camera in my room and find out she stands over me and with a knife every night. And,
Cardios, huh? You're just sick cardios.
You sound just like her. It's hard.
I know.
But when we got home, she was like, people keep joking that you dated really young. Like, how old were these girls that you're dating? And I was like, they're legal. Like, I'm not dating, teens. And she's like, yeah, but how old? And I was like, the average age? Maybe 22, 23.
Yep.
And she's like, what? And I was like, hey, I was not the one like going out looking for them. It's just once.
Oh yeah, they just showed up.
They do.
Whatever.
It's the difference is once they turn 25, they're smart enough to not date me.
Dude, let me. For those of you listening, okay, I live with Todd, okay, and I lived with Todd during this time. I became less of a roommate and more of a wet nurse for him. Like he'd fuck him, and then I'd have to burp him. Like it was fucking. I was like, God damn it! Now then I'm up. We're taking shifts at 4:00 in the morning. All right, I'll get up with her.
You burp them and get baby vomit on you.
Spit up. I was like, that's not Enfamil.
I'm dying. But it's all good. Just in case my girlfriend listens to this podcast,
she is seething right now, like she's driving down it. I would kill him in his sleep. I swear to cow, I will kill him.
No, she's super cool. But
she is.
But eventually, like she's gonna find like the picture. I have never done this. Have you ever looked at your ex's previous dates or previous guys?
Yeah.
See, I've never done that because I in my head I'm too competitive, and like I'll be like, fuck, like God, the guy's got real good teeth, or like here's something, you know when you're with a lady. Mm-hmm. And she's on top of you. Yes. And she's riding you, and you slip out.
Yes.
That's because she's used to someone a lot longer.
Oh my God, that shit happens to me all the time. Oh God. I actually did it with my ex-girlfriend, my most recent ex-girlfriend, because she was in a long-term relationship about the same amount of time that we've been in 7 years, and this guy was a douche nozzle. Like, she would tell me stories, and I'm like, how the fuck were you with this guy?
Yeah.
She's like, I don't know, and, like, the guy would steal money from her, and it was just, I was like, what? So I had to find out what this, I was like, this guy must be super hot, and he wasn't. He was just a normal guy, and I'm like, what the fuck did he have over you that made you...
You know what? There's some guy, like we talked about this tonight. When I used to work at this magic shop that was in the Mercado, the building that was closed down or it's been torn down. But there was this dude who worked at one of those airbrush T-shirt places, and I would see every night this dude would show up. He's sitting there. He's doing his T-shirts. A girl would walk by, and he would just say something to her. She would come back and talk to him. 20 minutes later, he's locking up and taking her out to his car, and he's banging her. And I was like, what? He was a normal-looking guy. He wasn't, a model, a superhero. He just had some sort of swagger and game.
It's confidence. I'll tell you right now, it's confidence. I had a buddy of mine, David Piggott, if you're listening. Good to see you, brother. The Aussie. He's out in L.A. doing his thing. But David used to just – we'd go out to eat. This is when I was married, and then when I was with my ex-girlfriend, we'd go out to eat, like, let's just say
Outback.
Or
he's Australian.
Yeah. So, I'd flirt. I'm a flirty guy to begin with, but I would flirt, and he'd go, dude, you've got so much game. I go, no, I don't. I don't have any game. He's like, yeah, you do. I go, no, I don't. I have game now because there's no intent.
Yeah.
I'm not trying.
There's no danger.
Yeah. I'm just fucking around. If I'm single, I'm stumbling over my words. I'm sweating. Like, I'm like, So now I'm at that point, and I'm like, fuck. Yeah. This sucks. Because when you're dating or you're with someone, you have the confidence to say shit and be yourself. And
because you have that safety net of,
I'm with somebody.
Yeah, if this waitress turns me down, I've still got this.
Yeah. No, I've actually had times where I did over-flirt, and it could have gone somewhere, and I went, uh-oh. Yeah. I'm sorry. I have a girl. I'm so sorry. I have a girlfriend, or I'm married, or both. It was like, fuck, I can't. But yeah, David was just always, dude, you got so much game. I said, I really don't. I really don't have game. I'm your friend. I'm your buddy.
One of the things that you have going for you is, you should honestly get back into doing more stand-up.
Yeah, I need to, and I'm going to.
Because you perform on a stage, you're really funny, and it gets you past that first hurdle.
Yeah.
That's the initial, the girl who might not have swiped on you for whatever reason,
Right.
you're now beyond that, and she's like, oh, this is a guy that I want to talk to.
Well, that's how I got my ex-girlfriend. Like, I'm not anywhere near her type.
Yeah.
Like, but she came to one of my shows, and we met that night, and then we became friends, and then we started dating. But yeah, it was because of stand-up. Like, I need to get back to stand-up. I just
You're teaching stand-up classes now,
yeah,
right?
I'm teaching, which is great. I'm loving it. I really am loving it.
Can you plug where you're teaching?
Sure, yeah. I'm teaching at SAC Comedy Lab downtown, and it's it's an 8-week course, and then you get a 5-minute showcase. So we do a student showcase of your stuff, and you get to perform 5 minutes. And I'm loving it. I love doing it, and I love making friends and making I've got some former students that have moved away, and they're still doing comedy. They're doing comedy in Atlanta, and I'll get a message going, oh my God.
We've had some of your students here on the podcast.
Yes. Sarah Geimer, who is super funny.
She's great.
Oh, she's so funny. So she was here. But
I've said this about her since seeing her. She's adorable.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's this very attractive, small, non-threatening girl, and then
Right.
she comes out with this filthy act, and it's hilarious.
yeah. Yeah, she's great. And when she came to class, she was so nervous.
Yeah.
She was shaking. She was super shy. Like, she's a physicist or some kind of freaking smart nerdy thing.
Yeah, she's a scientist.
Yeah, and it's like, and then she, started doing some material, and I went, I really want to see you go dirty. I said, it'll be out of the blue. I said, and you don't have to go super dirty, but just a little hint of it, just one little thing, and then the audience will freaking lose their shit because they won't expect it.
You know what we should do? Because we have to wrap this up. James just sat down, but we have to wrap up. We were gonna.
Do it, that's fine.
Oh, you're not. Your mic's not even on.
Yeah, you got to wrap up when James.
Oh, hold on. Let me turn up your mic.
Is it on?
Yeah, now it is.
I hate you.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
James, who's this guy that walked in with you?
Oh, Billy, he's a friend of mine.
A friend of yours?
Uh-huh.
Is this a friend?
I don't have the parts he likes.
Oh.
You've got a butthole. What's your name?
Billy.
Billy? Hi, Billy.
He's a dancer.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all you had to say. You didn't have to say he don't have the parts. You could just say he's a dancer.
We won 3rd place in the costume contest at the Edison.
Oh, I saw that picture. Good
Oh,
job.
nice.
Nice. All right. What I was going to say is we were going to do this with James.
What?
The win a date with Ali. We should do
Oh.
the dating game where we'll do it as a podcast where we'll invite women on.
Okay.
So why aren't you doing it with me?
I thought you were dating someone now.
Well, it's a funny story.
Oh God.
I've
Damn,
got
I love the just silent or just a low giggle from Billy, just on the side. Just
I'm not dating someone. I'm dating.
Oh.
And 2 might be here tonight.
Oh,
Well,
so you guys, quick, get down here tonight to see the show.
James finger cuffs Dillman. Nice.
You're an asshole.
All right. Well, see, I want to give us time to set it up right. James, do you think you'll still be single in 3 weeks?
Probably.
Okay.
I don't know. He's taking me to Food and Wine tomorrow. I don't know.
Yeah,
but probably.
You
Yeah.
get drunk and make decisions.
Speaking of, we got to do Big Bad Voodoo Daddy. When are we going?
It's tomorrow night.
Well, that's the first night, but
Well, I'm going tomorrow night. So if you want to
I
come.
hate you
Why?
because I can't go tomorrow night.
Well,
Can
can you get me in on Sunday?
No, I don't have main gates anymore.
Okay, then.
We'll talk later.
So, if we do 3 weeks from now, are these guys that you are dating going to have a problem with?
I have not had an exclusivity.
Exclusivity. There you
I
go.
haven't had that conversation with
I
anyone.
had so many dicks hit on the inside of the teeth.
You don't use your teeth, Todd.
No.
Thank God.
I'm going to use so much teeth.
That's
I'm
going
gonna
to make it so dry for you.
I love
It's
that
like a
one. I love
desert.
it. So good.
All right.
Like
No,
sandpaper.
don't do that.
All right, we'll set it up, and we'll do it for both of you.
Okay.
We'll do a dating game for both of you.
A Bachelorette number 1.
Yeah.
And one of my bachelors isn't going to be Ali, right?
No.
Okay, good.
No, you just ruined our M. Night Shyamalan twist.
Damn.
What is
But we
gonna
do
be-
have a wall for you.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. All right, we have to wrap this up. We'll set that up.
Yeah.
We'll make that happen. All right, Ali.
Yes.
What did you learn tonight?
I learned that if you try to promote this show properly, you might get to fuck John.
Wow, I missed a lot.
Yep, we'll explain.
Okay.
James,
Todd.
In the 2 seconds.
what did you learn tonight?
Oh, today I learned that if you have a giant salad for lunch, you'll have shredded lettuce poop a few hours later.
And goodbye erection.
You had an erection?
I did.
Oh, from John. That's right.
Yes.
And I learned something tonight, too.
What, Todd?
I learned that if a girl is riding you and she pulls back and you slide out, it just means she's used to a bigger dick. We're Mama's Comedy
That's
Show.
pretty true.
We're here every Friday night at 10 p.m. Call 407-363-1985 to make a reservation. You can find me, Todd, on Twitter at Todders. That's also my Instagram, TODDERS, or Snapchat and Xbox Live is Doody Poo Poo, DOODIEPOOPOO. Ali, where is you?
You can find me on Facebook, comedic actor, at comedic actor, or you can find me on Instagram at comedic actor. I'm no longer on Twitter. You can go to my website at aliflores.com. You can find me on Titter.
Someone
Titter?
buy the domain.
Somebody buy it. Buy it now. Titter.com.
You can find me on Tinder, Plenty of Fish, anything.
Match.com.
Match. No, I'm not on Match. OkCupid. Bagel
Bumble?
and coffee or whatever.
Coffee
Bumble.
Bits Bagel.
You need to
Just-
tell people to raise their age limit on all of those sites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get there, and if you find,
Are you on Farmers Only?
what the fuck is Farmers Only?
That's another one.
White people meet.
No, fuck that. No.
You could.
I'm on Smoke Signals. I'm everywhere. Just find me. Damn
All
it.
right. James, where are you?
You can find me online at corsetsandcuties.com. We have our next show.
.com. Shit.
Our next show is December 1st. That's our holiday kickoff at the venue on Virginia Drive. If you're interested in tickets, you can get them at brownpapertickets.com. We're also on Facebook and Instagram as well. Corsets and Cuties.
All right. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's
What?
set November 30th. Are you both here in town?
Check
Friday the
this
30th.
No,
out.
normally I go to see my girlfriend on the week.
Oh.
I'll be here.
All right. So November 30th, we'll set it up. We'll do the dating game. It'll be 9 o'clock,
Okay.
which our show starts at 10.
Yes.
But the dating game will be 9
my
p.m. We'll do it as our podcast.
So who's getting the people?
Yeah. How do we get people?
You don't get them. We'll deal with them because I don't want you guys picking your own
Okay,
people.
okay.
But we're not going to try to
I might not be able to do that one.
Why?
That's a Florida Man concert.
What?
Florida Man concert.
I could do it.
All right. Why don't you do Ali 1 week and do me the next week?
Psh, like everyone else.
Hello.
All right. Let's do.
I didn't even say that one.
You said hello, like you knew.
Could you do the 7th of December? That gives us
So
3
pretty.
weeks to promote it.
Nope, that's Brian Setzer.
All right, Ali, we're
Okay.
doing Ali on the 30th. We'll find another date for James. So on the 30th of November,
I can do the 23rd.
that doesn't give us enough time to promote and
Yeah.
find guys.
Okay.
Because basically after each show, we're gonna say, hey, you could fuck one of these two.
That's not getting a date. A date does not mean fucking.
Billy, is a date fucking?
He's gay. That's different.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa.
They have different standards.
Hashtag he has feelings too.
He doesn't have feelings.
Not
He's diabetic.
James.
All right, all right. So on the 30th, we'll find a date for Ali. The dating game with Ali.
Oh, apparently we're getting him fucked too.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, well, when it's all Billy's friends that show up.
Again, I'm fine with that.
All right.
All
All right,
a hole is a hole.
we'll have more information on that soon. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.